We are at the South Boston Speedway for the 9th race of Season 1 of the SCRL ARCA Late Model Series. The number 29 of Richard Torres will be leading us through the green flag. Start beside him is the 9 of Tracy Dent. Jacko Jaku, who is starting in the 14th spot, is our points leader. As you can see, we had 13 cars make a lap during qualifying. The other drivers were not able to post a time, the other 7. So they'll be starting 14th through 20th. Entering this race, we have a very unique opportunity, a history being made today. Daniel Grachach has been on a roll the past 2 races. He won at Nashville, passing Carter Joey in the last half of the race. And in the last race, he passed John Norton on lap number 8 and led the rest of the way to score his second win in the past 2 races. So entering this race, Daniel Grachach, who is starting in the 3rd spot right there behind his teammate, the number 29 of Richard Torres. Daniel has a unique opportunity to tie a record for the most wins in a row. The most is 3, with Bulldog 67 and Nick Kennedy tying that record. Daniel Grachach trying to make a name for himself to try and tie that record. And if Daniel does succeed here today, he will have a chance in the next race at Winchester to try and win 4 in a row. But that's a big if. We have 19 other drivers and we have 20 laps here at South Boston. Here are those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
So will history be made today? We shall see. The field is rolling off. The first part of Daniel Grachach's day has successfully started. He has started the car, so that's the first part. The question is, can he get around his teammate, Richard Torres? Will there be any team orders? Richard Torres, he wants his first win, but will the team owner tell Richard to move aside and let his teammate win? We shall see. Pull them belts tight. We are racing 20 laps here at the South Boston Speedway, and we are underway. Daniel Grachach easily passes Tracy Dent. Richard Torres gets a run off turn number 2 and will clear off into turn number 3. Daniel dives down into turn 3. Looks like Richard will lead the first lap. Daniel trying to peek under his teammate. Not close enough. You see Carter Joey back there. He had his streak broken by Daniel Grachach after winning 2 in a row, after winning at Flat Rock. Back for the lead. Here it is. Daniel trying to clear it under Richard Torres. Not able to. Here comes the number 5, Shane Russell. He's looking for his first win of the season. He's not going to let these 2 teammates just battle amongst themselves. And Daniel Grachach takes the lead on lap number 3. And he will lead. That's 3 races in a row Daniel has now led. But Shane Russell's right on his back bumper. He's not going to let Daniel Grachach pull away this time. Daniel goes a little bit wide in turn number 3. But Daniel will lead that lap. See the 28, Franz Device, moving up to Richard Torres. Here comes the 15, Carter Joey, our Flat Rock race winner. Finished 2nd at Nashville Fairgrounds. There's our former points leader, Kevin Cook, currently stuck on the high side. And where's our points leader now? Draco, he is currently trailing the field. Not good for our points leader. And there he is. Daniel Grachach is our race leader. He already has a 0.07 of a second lead. You see Giorgio Tatsuyami going around the 28 of Franz Device, being pushed by Kevin Cook, our former points leader. You see Carter Joey currently in the 4th spot, about to be passed by Giorgio Tatsuyami. Tatsuyami crowds Carter Joey up the track. I'm pretty sure Joey's not going to like that. Back up front, no challenge once again by Daniel Grachach. He has a shot at making history. We have 12 laps to go. This race is far from over. You see Richard Torres trying to make it a 1-2 for the Bailey's racing team. not able to get around Shane Russell. Whoa, he dives it on in there. Whoa, he actually hits him. Richard Torres very aggressive. He wants that first win of the season. You see Kevin Cook going past Giorgio Tatsuyami. But Shane Russell, the aggressive driver, is able to keep Richard Torres behind him despite that bump. This is all allowing Daniel Grachach to pull away. The lead is now 1.4. Battle for last is currently being held by John Norton. About to be Carter Friesian. Of course, Friesian finished last at Nashville, as well as Flat Rock. Back up front, lead is now 1.09. So there were no team orders. Daniel passed his teammate nice and clean. And barring something happening within the next 7 laps, looks like history will be made by Daniel Grachach. I mentioned before in the last race at Louisville, sometimes drivers have a lackluster career, but if they get in the right series, they can just light up the world. I mean, Mohammed Zain Abdullah, that's a perfect example. He had 1 win his entire career, but he entered the Formula 2 division, won 4 times, and became champion. Now he's a 5-time winner. Daniel Grachach, he was 0 for 6. But then he won at Nashville, then he won at Louisville, and he has 5 laps to go, and Daniel will tie the all-time record for most wins in a row. And this will be big for his championship hopes as well. Daniel has never been a champion in the SCRL, but this is one season he could possibly win a championship. As Kevin Cook goes past Carter Joey, this will be for 4th. Oh, Shane Russell scrapes the wall. He's doing everything he can to catch Daniel Grachach. Lead is now down to 1.1. As we'll have 3 laps to go. Lead is down to 1.118. Now down to 1.07. 2 laps to go this time by. If a caution comes out, this race will be over. Battle for 3rd. Carter Joey is going around Richard Torres. Richard Torres with a huge run off the high side will maintain 3rd. Off the final turn. White flag, 1 lap to go, and history will be made. Into turn number 1. Into turn number 2. Daniel Grachach was 0 for 7. But the last 2 races, he has been undefeated. 2-0. Make that 3-0 off the final turn. Daniel Grachach wins 3 in a row. He wins at South Boston. He did it again. Here are your race results. Daniel Grachach scores win number 3 in a row. 2nd, Shane Russell. 3rd, Carter Joey. 4th, Richard Torres. 5th, Casey Nakano. 6th, Jeff Cornels. 7th, Kevin Cook. 8th, Hans DeVries. 9th, Cole Nixie. And 10th, Shannon Lowe. Rest of race results. Points leader, Jacko Jackul, finished in the 15th spot. And no one was out. Well, that is it. Here at South Boston, we'll take you to Victor Lane for the 3rd race in a row. We have Daniel Grachach. Excuse me. Here are your point standings after the 9th race of the season at South Boston. With his 3rd straight win, Daniel Grachach is our brand new points leader. He has a 40-point lead over Jacko Jackul. 3rd is Kevin Cook, 45 points behind. 4th is Casey Nakata, 50 points behind. And 5th is Seth Ismail, 65 points behind. 6th is Richard Torres. 7th is Asia Pitts. 8th is Carter Joey. 9th, Simon Fox. And 10th is Tracy Dent. 11th is Shannon Lowe. 12th is John Norton. 13th is Shane Russell. 14th, Cole Nixie. 15th, Franz Device. 16th, Hans Device. 17th, Jeff Cornelius. 18th, Giorgio Tatsuyami. 19th is Carter Friesian. And last in points is still Matt McIntyre. That is your point standings after the 9th race of the season of South Boston. We will see you for round number 10 at the Winchester Speedway. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.